Hi and welcome to another video. Finally another radio to work on. I've not bought any radios for a few months now. Anyway, this is a GEC set made in the UK in about 1969ish, I guess. I believe it's the G836. It's broadly similar to the G820. Quite a featured set. It's got medium wave band spread, long wave, VHF, shortwave, and shortwave 1 with band spread, and shortwave 2 with also band spread. Usually, and the reason I bought this one is it's in quite good condition. Usually these markings here, the waveband markings, where people use or work the tuning knob here, their fingers rub these out. And it also looks in pretty good condition. None of these sharp edges here are dented. So I paid a little bit more than I would usually do for a radio of this vintage, but I think it's worth it. And the aerials are complete and aren't bent. There's actually two aerials, which I'll show you the top of in a minute. So all in all, quite a nice little set. Spin it round, it's on a turntable as well. So it's one of these sort of international type sets, probably trying to keep up with some of the Japanese sets of that era, but probably not as good. Now I don't know if this is working or not. I've only just got the package and I've only just opened it and put it on the workbench. So in a minute we're going to see if it works. I notice there's quite a few little paint spots on it which will come off. It's quite a biggish radio. It's about as a Hacker Herald, so it's a little bit bigger than a Hacker Herald, but it only takes one 9-volt battery. Let's spin it round quickly. I'll just show you the top a minute. So there's the waveband switches in chrome, which will clean up nicely. I think this radio must have been used for like 5 or 6 years or something like that, and kept on one station or something, because none of this is worn, and then just put away in a cupboard somewhere, luckily for me. Now I think this had foam padding right behind this leather cloth, which is disintegrated, excuse me, so I'll need to take the leather cloth off and replace the foam. Now this is the inside obviously, and there's the sort of recesses for the aerials here. Assume that one's the shortwave. So yeah, and it all looks very mint. Let's get some light on it inside. Right, yeah, it's all quite mint. There's the data label inside there, or the model label with no model number on it, and I've seen a few other people mention that there's no model number at all on these. Yeah, so it all looks pretty good and no battery leakage. So what I'm going to do is move the camera around a bit, and we'll give it some power and see what happens. There's nothing much to see on the back side of this panel. Probably one of the last radios to be made by GEC in the United Kingdom. So worth saving it just for that fact. And if I didn't point it out already, there's a tuning meter cum battery strength indicator there. I believe the tone control, that's the on-off switch, and the tone is just a treble cut. There's no pretensions to hi-fi with this, but it looks quite a good set, and I've read a couple of other people say their sets sound pretty good, so looking forward to working on it. Right, let's turn this off and we'll go and get some power and see what happens. I'm not expecting much, as this has got the old AF11X 115 116 transistors in it, which are known to short circuit. Right, just position the camera again and come back. Right, here we go. I've got my homemade power supply there. That puts out 35 volts maximum. Obviously I won't need that. Oh, sorry, not the camera. Set that on to 10 milliamps current limit. The meter, the voltmeter at the top here reads about half scale because it's on a 20 volt setting and it's only a 10 volt meter. So maybe about 4.5 and I should be around 9 volts. The milliamp meter's pretty accurate. I don't know if you can actually see it. But yeah, it's pretty accurate, but just in case, just to show you, I've got a DMM in series with the negative line. Sorry, the negative, that. So it's coming out of the negative supply here, going into the meter, into the common, coming out the milliamps, and going into the radio. And obviously the positive supply, or the red lead, is going into the red side of the radio, because these are PNP transistors. Right, so all I've got to do is give it some volts. I've got it set on medium wave. Got the radio set on medium wave. I've got the volume halfway up. Let's see what happens if that shoots up. Oh, so I'm about 4 volts now. It's drawing about 4.5 milliamps. Oh, and I just heard the audio amp in the radio come to life then. And I can hear music or talking. Let's just give it a tune. Oh yeah. There. Magic is picking up Indian radio on medium wave. Not really, it's probably one of the Asian stations we have here in the UK. Oh. Well, we haven't got the amount of money that the sides. Nice. So it's about 9 milliamps. Let's switch it on to, because obviously it's working. Let's bump it up. About 16 milliamps. 15 milliamps and dropping. 15 milliamps. Right, let's try VHF. Let's try long wave first. That's long wave, a little bit of Jimi Hendrix.
Wales, would she go to such lengths? I mean, it's quite astonishing.
That would be BBC, so long wave's working. Let's try VHF. Let's stick the VHF aerial up. Yep, VHF is working. Just tuning through the band here. Where are we up to? VHF not working very well. So VHF, not brilliant, or FM.
I'm going to play a track and then I want to know what's going on in the show.
So I might suggest that would be an electrolytic capacitor like that, maybe stopping full output. But yeah, it's drawing about 19 milliamps at the moment, about 9 volts. Well, this means that I don't have to go inside of this little radio changing AF117s and stuff. Right, next video will be me removing the chassis and everything. Right, thanks for watching.